I want to talk a little bit about the Sandy Springs article. So,
okay.
So you were on the front cover
Yes.
of my Sandy Springs magazine.
Yes, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We got a great write up in there, and we're getting a lot of positive response from that. The story of the company was interesting. I just thought it was normal, but I guess it wasn't. So
tell us about that. You have kind of a unique story. At least I love that story.
Well, I don't like to talk about it, but I don't know. Yeah, so basically the big thing was when I moved to Atlanta, I didn't have a staff. So I would just come in the morning and meet the client dressed like this. I go over some things that were going to happen. Then they'd leave. I would just put on my work clothes and do the work because I'm a master carpenter by trade. So everything you see in your house, I've physically built from the bottom up. Being from Upstate New York, we didn't have trade partners that did the work. We did the work. So they would leave, I would do the work, and then I would go get cleaned up, and by 5 o'clock I'd come back when they were home to supervise, and make sure they did the right thing, but of course I did it. So it's like anything. I never want to take no for an answer, so I didn't have the help, I didn't have the networking that I have 25 years later, so it was, I didn't think anything of it.
But you know what? You had that story I love, and in the article they call him the Clark Kent of Remodeling, and I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
But what you did have and what it shows, I think, is just a total determination to do what you wanted to do.
Sure,
and enough
sure. You're
grit
too kind. You're too kind.
and resourcefulness to just to make it happen. And that's what you have to have in business. I think when you have your own business, you have to be willing to do it however you can get it done. And that's what I think.
Yeah.
But all these years later, Oneida
Yes.
has one of the best ratings and reviews.
We're fortunate, very
and
blessed
that kind
and
of thing.
fortunate,
So
yes.
now you don't have to do all the work.
No. I still love to sweep and clean and organize, because with the workers, I mean, they're there to do the task, but a lot of times the client doesn't see how difficult that plumbing was or that framing or that electrical. They just come in and they see it, but they want to see it clean and organized. So I'm kind of anal about that. I'm just like getting in the house. We make sure we leave your deadbolt on, and then we put our own lock. So there's no way we can ever enter your house unless you allow us to. Trust. If we can keep that from the start all the way to the finish at the end, and then at the end when we do the walkthrough, I need to complete the items in 2 working days. The door sticking, cannot leave it dragging on. It's just like when you get the check, when you want your check to pay for your meal, if that check doesn't come and you're waiting, that's all you remember, even though you had a great meal.
Yeah.
So, I pride myself on that, and that last 10%, I have to kick in 120%.
And you have a good understanding of how everything works, right? So
absolutely.
Being a master carpenter,
Yeah.
you really can understand the whole thing. So if there is a problem, you get it, right?
Oh, not only that, but I've been working with the same guys for 15, 20 years. So I always want to make sure their job goes easy. The plumber's making sure the plumbing's in the right spot for the electrician, the cabinet man, all the plugs are located, the appliances. So that's what the smartest person on a construction site is a carpenter, because he lays everything out and then he's got to see it all the way through. And having that experience, the education, was just, it just works.
Right.
It just works. I tell people, I only know how to do a few good things well, and everything else somebody else does. So I'm fortunate that I can keep doing that over and over and over and over and over.